Hey guys, happy Tuesday. So today you guys are going to be working on 3.04 multiplying polynomials, and you guys should all know how to name the polynomials after yesterday. So go ahead and try your warm-up, copy, paste it into your box and attempt that. Make sure you pause this so that you can attempt it on your own. Don't just copy mine. Hi, so if you distribute, you should end up, remember, we are multiplying coefficients, adding exponents. So -3 times 8 is -24. And 1 plus 2 is b to the third. Then we want to do -3 times -7, which is a +21. And 1 plus 1 is b to the second. And last but not least, -3 times -5 is a +15, and of course we can't leave that b all by itself. So your answer should be the very last one on the bottom there. So today we are going to look at multiplying binomials, okay? So you can use all of these. So there's two different methods. There is FOIL, which means first, outside, inside, last. That's how I learned this. Or you can think of it as double distribution, which I think is a little bit easier. So if you think about it as distribution, you need to distribute the 2x to both terms. See the pink and blue arrows, and then you need to distribute the 3 to both terms as well. Okay, again, you get the same thing whether you do it double distribution or whether you do it as the FOIL method. As long as you make sure you're multiplying 4 different times. So looking at this first one, go ahead, copy, paste it into your show your work box. Okay, and we want to distribute. So we want to first distribute the x. So we get x times 7x. Remember, we're multiplying coefficients, adding the exponent. So 7, there's nothing to multiply it with. So it's just 7. And then 1 plus 1 is x squared, or to the power of 2. Then we want to distribute the x to the 5, which is plus 5x. Then we can distribute the -1. Make sure you take the sign with it. So -1 times 7x is -7x. And -1 times 5 is -5. Then last but not least, you want to make sure you are combining your like terms, which you can tell in the middle here. We have 5 and -7, which combine to be -2. So you want 5 plus -7 is -2. Bring down your 7x squared and -5, and that's your answer. Right, so it becomes 7, -2, and -5. Okay, here's the next example. Again, make sure you copy paste it into your show your work box. Make sure you're following along with me just like a normal day. Okay, we want to distribute the x first. Okay, so x times 2x be 2x squared. X times -7, -7x. Then we got to distribute the 5. So 5 times 2x is plus 10x. And 5 times -7 is -35. Combine those like terms in the middle. -7 plus 10 gives us 3x. Bring down that -35 and 2x squared. Oop. And it's a +3, so we want to make sure there's a plus sign in there. So you get 2. plus 3, and negative 35. Okay, next one, same exact thing. Make sure you copy and paste it. And we want to distribute. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. 6 times x is positive 6x. And 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Combine your like terms in the middle there. We have negative 4 and positive 6, so that's a 2x. Bring down your negative 24 and x squared, and we said it was a positive 2, so it should be the last one. Okay, next one, go ahead and copy and paste it into your show your work box. Okay, we want to multiply, so p times 6p is, there's 6, and then p times p is p squared. P times negative 8 is negative 8p. Negative 2 times 6p is negative 12p. And negative 2 times negative 8 is a positive 16. Combine your like terms in the middle. Negative 8 plus negative 12 is negative 20p. And then we have plus 16 you want to bring on down, and 6p squared. So you put that all in there, we get 6, negative 20, and 16. All right, the next thing, guys, we want to do is multiply a binomial by a trinomial. Okay, and there's 2 different ways that you can do this. You could do the distributing method, which is what we just did. Okay, or you could do the box method, and I'll go ahead and show you guys both so you have options. And honestly, you can use the box method with the other one as well. It's just an organizer. Okay, so I will show you both for this one. Okay, so if I distribute, for this one, I want to go ahead and do 2 times x squared, which gives us x to the third, because it'd be 1 plus 2. Then x times negative 3x would be negative 3x squared. And x times 5 is positive 5x. Then go ahead and distribute the negative 2, so that gives you negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative 3 is a positive 6x. And lastly, negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. Then you're going to need to combine like terms, just like last time. You also want to put these in standard form, meaning that you want them in descending order. Okay, so you want the highest for the exponents. So you want the highest exponent first. Okay, so your like terms, just going to circle them all. So if we combine them, we want the x to the third first, then negative 3 and negative 2 is negative 5. Make sure you're adding the like terms, adding the coefficients, and keep the same exponent. Then 5 and 6 is 11x. And lastly, negative 10. So if you put that in here, that'd be 1, negative 5, positive 11, and negative 10. All right, for the next one, I'll show you guys how to do the box method if you'd like to do that. So for the box method, and you can do this with the binomials as well. With the box method, you're going to create a box, and it's basically just a box to organize your multiplication. Okay, so since we're multiplying a binomial by a trinomial, we need a 2x3 box. And what we do is we're going to put the binomial on the 2 box side and the trinomial on the 3 side. Okay, and notice how I keep the signs with them because the signs need to go with the actual box. Okay, so we get x times x squared, which is x to the 3rd power. Then x times 3x gives you 3x squared. X times 6 is 6x. -4 times x squared is -4x squared. -4 times 3x, -4 times 3 is -12. Bring the x along, and -4 times 6 is -12. Not -12, -24. Okay, and then typically, not always, your like terms end up in the diagonals. If they started in standard form, your two binomial and trinomial, it should end up in the diagonals. Okay, so then you can combine those. So we end up with x to the 3rd, 3 minus 4 is -1 or -x squared. 6 minus 12 is -6x, and then -24. So you should end up with the first one. Okay, so whichever way you like, either the distributing or the box method, both of them, it's up to you which one you like better. Okay, last one, I'm going to go ahead and do this one with the distributing. I guess I'd choose distributing just because you don't have to draw a box. But literally doesn't matter, whichever you choose. Okay, whichever one's going to be help you make less mistakes is really the best, should be what's best for you. Okay, so multiplying this one out, we have v times 8v squared. So that would become 8v cubed. V times -2v would be -2v squared. And v times -2 is -2v. Then we have 2 times 8v, so that would be positive 16v squared. 2 times -2v is -4v. And lastly, 2 times -2 is -4. This is probably the only place where the box method kind of helps you out because they're a little bit more organized. But again, you can still see your like terms by their squareds and their variables. Okay, then when we combine them, we have 8v to the 3rd. -2 plus 16 is positive 14. V squared, positive 2v, and -4v is -2v. And lastly, -4. Oof, did I make a mistake? Wonder what's, oh, it's a -2v. Make my circle bigger to get that sign. So that -2v, that should have been a -2 minus 4, which is negative 6v. So it should be the first one. So I want you guys to finish up the rest of the practice, 11 through 14 on your own. And your guys' homework assignment is a USA test prep for today. Have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will see you guys virtually again tomorrow. Bye, guys.